Hey you guys, it's Monica and welcome back. So today we are going to be glittering one of these handle tumblers. And so y'all are in some kind of weird, crazy phase where like if it don't got a handle, y'all don't want it. I have one handle cup and it's a hog just like this one you're seeing. So this is a hog. I believe it's a 20-ounce tumbler. I painted it. I'm testing out different like base paints, and so I don't want to speak too much on the base I use because I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. But yeah, but y'all between I'm seeing y'all fighting over Stanleys, people stealing Stanleys. Y'all them putting the you got to get the lid from behind the counter. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax. But baby girl, you also can make your own. And so glittering and epoxying a handle cup is not much different than just a regular tumbler. Like, girl, it just got a handle. But let's do it. And so I'm gonna be making a rainbow. Happy Pride. Okay, let me tell you. Y'all know I always get off track. Some of y'all's comments, I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be rude, but some of y'all's comments be giving bigoted. It be giving a little racism. It be giving a little. I'm glad you're not my next door neighbor because yeah. Yeah, you might call the police on me for existing. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I was talking to, it was a previous video where I was just like, y'all be making the rainbow seem like it's more than a rainbow. Because, the rainbow represents pride and all that. But, like, a rainbow is still just a rainbow, y'all. Like, when you see a rainbow in the sky, you don't be like, the gays! Like, you just be like, it's just a rainbow. But, like, it has really triggered some of y'all. And I really want some of y'all to seek help. Because you don't have to be an evil person in this world. You can just mind your business. Because someone existing does not really affect you. Unless, like, they're, like, literally targeting you. But, like, the gay people that live down the street from y'all, like, that mind their business, you should be doing the same. Anyways, that's not what this video is about, and I know some of y'all are gonna dislike it because of that, because like I said, your comments give a little bigoted. But yeah, so I'm just doing a swirl. Because over here, just so we're clear, over here everyone's welcome. I don't care what you are because none of that pays my bills. And so, anyways, we're just doing a little swirly swirl, a little doop de doop. And you can see I'm keep wiping because the hardest thing about swirls sometimes is like the glitter decides it just wants to go everywhere. And so what I like to do is I just wipe off the glue and I just keep it going. So yeah, just using my brush, retouching it, and putting it where I want it to go. Easy. And I like to when I flick the glitter back, I like to flick it onto the side where it's already been glittered, because if you flick it the other way, then that glitter will decide to stick to that glue that's there. So just something to keep in mind. And I will list all the colors they should be on the screen as they're coming. But you can get all these glitters at PeriodSixDesigns.com. That is our website. If you're seeing this video when it's posted, I'm on vacation, Bookie. I'll tell y'all when I get back, maybe. Probably not. Because I've been working on really keeping y'all out of my personal business. Because, like, it got a little creepy for a while. I won't get into it, but I'm healing. And so, yeah, but I will list all the colors on the screen. And that's it. And so I decided that I also wanted to do a second layer. And so that's what you're going to see on the screen. So let's talk about the handle part and the bottom really quick and my mindset. And so when I did this cup, I was like, okay, we're going to do like a rainbow. It'll be like white marble, and then we'll go and do white on the bottom and white on the handle. But I was like, too simple. What can we do instead? Baby, the complete opposite of that. Let's go black. And so that's why I did the handle separately, because first and foremost, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Second, if it was going to be white, I wanted it to be like very white. Like I didn't want to potentially risk getting any of the other colors on the handle. And so yeah, that's why I like to glitter the bottom, especially when I'm doing a swirl, because I do move very slow. And it's okay to move slow, especially if you're new. Even if you're not new, I've been doing this for like half a decade and I still move very slow. But yeah, I do suggest when you are glittering handle cups, if you're doing like multiple colors or you're doing an ombre or something, just do it separately, because things can go wrong and you just never know. So yeah, but I'm going to finish up doing this swirl. And also remember, your second layer when you're doing a swirl is also an opportunity to course correct. If need be, I'd had it to course correct a little bit on that purple between the first layer and the second layer. So I did that. And so I'm satisfied. So now let's go ahead and do the bottom and do the handle. Same thing, we're still using Mod Podge. It's so hard for me to film the bottom because like I've been needing it to hold it very close to my face because I am blind, if y'all didn't know. Not legally, but in general. But yeah, and so I don't know why I'm moving. See, y'all told y'all moving so slow. Like, why am I being like a perfectionist? Virgo tendencies. And so I'm just gonna push it into the bottom because the thing about black, I don't know how y'all's blacks work, but how my blacks works is that like it be like staticky. Like anywhere there's like potential, any kind of kinetic energy, any potential energy, it likes to stick to it. And so I be having to be careful because that black be want to go everywhere. But yeah, and so just get your glue on the handle and then just dump it on there like you normally would. And so I do it one side, like the outside, and then I'll go in and do the inside. This way, again, if you move slow like I do, your glue doesn't dry up and it's just easier because you really got to take your time and make sure you are getting everything nice and coated in there. And I like these brushes, but my brushes was a little stiff. So as I was trying to get the glue on there, it was sticking other places, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, just take your time. You can see mine's still not perfect, but I got there. And so after you let that dry, I'm going to just dust off all the excess glitter, which when you swirl it really don't be a lot because you just don't put a lot of glitter on the cup in general. But yeah, you see that black though. And also I'm trying to make sure that like the black when I did dump it on there isn't sticking where I don't want it to stick. So that's another reason why I'm brushing it so hard. So we're going to go ahead and seal this in. We're using polyacrylic. That's our thing. And I will leave a link to everything below. Or if I don't have like a link, I'll just like write in. I think everything has a link though. But if not, I'll write it in. If I forget something, one of y'all just leave me a comment. I got you. But yeah. So what I'm doing for this, again, we're always thinking separately. So I'm gonna polyacrylic the black surfaces first. I want to go ahead and get that glitter sealed in. I don't want that black going nowhere. When we're talking about handle cups, just stop the turner, babes. You are not magical. Well, you are magical, actually. We're all we have magic in our way. Not some of you evil bitches, but the rest of us normal people. Just stop the turner. You don't have to keep trying to catch it every time it go around. Like, I know you dizzy. I know you're dizzy trying to do that. Don't do that. Just stop the turner. If you're not using a crap ton of product where you have to worry about it like dripping off. So just stop it, take your time, and get it on there. See how I'm getting all in there? It's got me and this cup got very personal. You know, the only person I touch like that is my man's. But you know, like I said, me and the cup got up close and personal because I had to make sure it's all sealed in. And so also what I do is I let the handle and the bottom dry. So between with the clip you just saw in this clip is that I let it wait. I waited about an hour and I just let the black areas get sealed in and dried in. That way I'm free to move about the country on the rest of this cup and I don't have to worry about like the black glitter migrating in places where I don't want it to go. Because what happens is if there was loose glitter from when I did the black and I immediately went and tried to seal in the rainbow and like say I didn't wipe off my glove good, then I probably would have had like a bunch of little black speckles everywhere, which probably would have made me mad. So just take your time when you're doing handle cups. Think logically. Again, if you're doing one color, none of this advice I'm giving you matters. Just do your thing. But if not, take your time. And so, again, to get underneath the handle and around it on the rainbow side, just stop it. Just stop your turner and take your time. Boom. So let's get to epoxying. I'm using the KS resin. This is their 24-hour epoxy. This isn't the liquidy split. I have both. I like both. KS resin's cool. I recommend them. And so what I'm doing since I want to do marble is I'm laying down a thinnish layer of just the clear epoxy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of that. Oh, right, first, handle. Stop the turner. Get it in there. Lord, the wind is whipping outside. Look at that tree moving in the background, y'all. I live in an interesting place now. It's like right between the plains and the mountains. And you're like, girl, does that place even exist? It does. here in Colorado. It's a strange phenomenon. But yeah, the weather be like drastic. It swings very drastically from one thing to the other. Anyways, I'm using just a little bit of acrylic paint. Like I said, I'm testing out different acrylic paints. That is the same acrylic paint I painted the cup with, but I'm going to use it to do my swirl. And so always remember, when you're mixing acrylic paint and the epoxy, it makes it cure faster. So don't put a crap ton in there because you're going to regret it. That thing going to seize up on you and it's going to be over with. So what I like to do, I just like to follow my lines of my swirl and kind of just dribble the epoxy on there. And when I do a swirl, because again, I still move slow, I like to use the 24-hour epoxy. I have seen the girlies using like the 4-hour cure epoxy. I move too slow for that. I be lollygagging. I be putting on my music. I be watching YouTube videos. I be hollering at my husband. I be doing too much and I don't be focused. I need, the 35-minute work life epoxy in order to get it done. And I'm okay with the fact that it's going to take me 2 days to make this cup. And so to get it to swirl, you just want to heat it up. Not too much, because remember, we can't burn epoxy. We're not trying to burn it now, but we're just trying to get it moving. You got to heat it up to get it moving. Just a couple of revolutions, pretty close to the cup. And then once it starts moving, you'll also see where you may want to add like a little extra or what other spaces need more. That's what I'm kind of looking at. Like, okay, let's see, how's it moving? How's it moving? And then you'll also notice if it's not moving enough for you. And so I was like, okay, mine's not moving as much as I wanted to. Let's hit it with a little more heat. And so that is what it looks like after that first layer. And so I went ahead and sanded it. And now I'm just going to put on that sealing layer. Y'all, why my cup fell off the turner? I'm sitting down in my living room, my craft room upstairs. I hear a bang. I was like, oh my goodness, what is that? I'm like, I get something like, when something like that happens, you get scared. You be thinking every possibility. But I run upstairs and I just look on the floor, and thank goodness there's laminate floors in this room. And it's just on the floor where it's stuck to a piece of paper and the floor. And I was just like, joy. Like, what else? And then I go back upstairs, and like an hour later, I hear bang again. It was something else that time, but I'm just like, okay, this house is scaring me. I'm just gonna go. But yeah, but it needs one more sanding and epoxying because it did fall. But I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like after those 2 coats. And the final result is this. And so it's still pretty, like I said, it still needs one more coat. You're probably like, girl, it looks fine. Not to me. Y'all know perfection. And so, yeah. Like I said, I'll leave links to everything below. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. Please no weird comments because y'all are kind of weird. Me too, though, girl. But I love y'all. And so check out the website, PeriodSixDesigns.com, which if you're seeing this the week it goes live, the website is locked down. But follow us on socials, PeriodSixDesigns everywhere you go. And I will see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be.